just gonna read one certificate, and just know that each one of them, their names is on this. This is a good citizenship citation awarded to Jonathan Dubon, who participated in the American Legion Boys State of Tennessee, presented by Tyler Cates, Post 281, Mount Juliet, Tennessee. And well, and where this was distinction. Mr. Purdy. Congratulations. Tom. Very much appreciate you. Okay? Do me a favor. Tell me how you enjoyed or did not enjoy whatever going up to Tennessee Tech. Joshua, why don't you start?
Yes, sir. Boys State really enlightened us to the governmental processes that we sometimes overlook, from looking at our local government and the importance of choosing the right local leaders such as mayor, county mayor, sheriff, and everything, and how that can greatly affect our local lives more than we overlook, which is somewhat ironic because it's the most easily accessible part of our government, where we just look right over it and look to DC because that's what the news says. And then going up a level to the legislative process of our states, really getting to see how the state House representatives work, which was what I was elected to, and the process of submitting a bill where anyone in the House can submit a bill, but then everyone has to vote on it and amending the bill and compromise with the Senate, sending it there, they make their changes, we send it back, we vote on it, and especially in the House, the need for quick decision making, the need for quick compromise in order to get what's best done, because you have a large workload and you have very little time. And then also looking into party politics and choosing the best person. And even if the person in your primary who you thought should get the nomination loses to someone else, still having to support what might be in your mind lesser of two evils, but still better than the other party. And the kind of the party loyalty of that is somewhat necessary, but we can kind of get overlooked in. But regardless, and then choosing a governor and choosing it from amongst your own peers and seeing that person succeed, and how, to be honest, when you go into Boys State, anyone can be governor, but only one leaves. In addition, we also got to have the privilege to interact with a great set of young men from across the state. It was about 400, and a lot of them seem to be going to be in successful places in the future. I apologize for that strange wording, but they seem that they will be successful in the future, and I look forward to seeing how they do it. In addition, we had some great guest speakers. We had the assistant director of the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. We actually did get to watch a full live Supreme Court case, argument where two lawyers argued both sides, and we got to see how the Supreme Court works. It was a live Supreme Court case with real life consequences. We didn't get to see the decision, but we got to see the arguments leading up to the decision. In addition, we learned about the important qualities of leadership, character, integrity, and behaving responsibly as an adult and avoiding the trappings that youth can sometimes be enticed into, and how to avoid them. And that I'm going to turn it over to Myrtle.
Boys State for me, as with any large meeting of people like that, has its ups and downs. I didn't hear about Boys State until I was told that I would be interviewed to go. And once I was told that I would be going, I found out that other family members of mine have gone to Boys State. And as the first I'd ever heard about it. My family is a more old-fashioned family, so we don't talk about the government or politics that much. This was my first real introduction to all of the election processes and anything of that sort. Overall, it was a really good time. The sports was fun. The few debates that we had were fun. I learned a lot, that's for sure.
Hey, it happens to us all the time. Especially
It's called a senior moment.
So when I first got to Boys State, we were checking in, and I saw this group of boys at the same place, and I'm like, wow, this is like, it was interesting because I was like, okay, I don't know anybody over here. I don't even know who my roommate's gonna be. So when I got to my room, I got to know my roommate, and then we were like chatting for a little bit until it was time to go meet our, like I said, like platoon commander, as you say. So he taught us a lot of things. The first day, he showed us how to march and everything for those who were not in an ROTC program at school. The second day, it was interesting. That was our first day of class, and then like everybody didn't know where to go because like, he said like maybe it said like Chow, we gotta go to Chow, and like we were like, where's that at? So we were like, saw a group of people just marching that way. So we all just started going this way. And then for the sports, it was so fun. Like it was like about 2 hours of sports, and it was great. Like seeing everybody have fun and like playing the sport that they like and everything. The classes were really interesting because they taught me a lot about government that I didn't know of, like the process of how to go from like maybe like a normal human, you say, to like a major, and then from there how to go to like a higher position, and it was fun, like voting for people that you know they're gonna be successful. It was one of the hardest part because like there were people that were funny and like people were voting for them, and then well, I don't think that was the smartest decision. Just because they were making people laugh, that doesn't mean that they're gonna be successful leaders. So yeah, that was like a little bit of my experience, but it was great.
Overall, I'd like to extend a thank you on behalf of us three that are up here, as well as the two that were unable to make it to this meeting, and thank you all for your support for our admission into Boys State. We thank you. It's produced great effects, and we'd like to thank Commander Wicks and the entire American Legion.
Let's give a round of applause.